Okay, as I make this video at 10:31 p.m., there are currently y'all can't see who the students are, only you see in blue. You see Emilion was absent yesterday, so he didn't start this. There are 9 students who have not completed the practice test. No, 10. I went down to 10. 10 students haven't completed the practice test. So I'm going to print out 10 wasting time sentences. I might bump the number up to 35 because I waited late to make this video. All right, so let's get in here. If you're watching it now, it's too late because I already closed it off at 8 o'clock. Because why would I show you a video that, that you could actually see the answers to and submit to later? That's kind of dumb. All right, so these are the problems that we're going over, just in case you want to skip to the problems that you may have missed, so you don't have to watch this whole thing. Again, this is to aid you, and some of y'all gonna realize when you leave me, how much I go up above and beyond to make sure that you're successful in my class, and some of y'all are still don't care. But just wait till you get those other teachers, you'll realize. All right, great. So the problems that were commonly missed, you can see we're doing good. We're doing great. We're doing great until we get to number 7. Number 7 is at 75%. We're doing better, better. Okay, honors class. Until we get to number 10. Number 10 is at 70%. Doing better. Until we get to number 14. Number 14 is at 60%. You can see the problem. So if you want to just, I'm going to do these in order. And then we're doing good. Some people don't realize in order for that to be implementing solution, you got to be the same thing on both sides. So that needs to be 6x. Just shout out to the people that missed that one. Pretty good. Until we get to number 19, 75%. And then we get to 21 and 22. So those are problems that I'm going over. If you don't want to watch the whole thing and you want to skip to those problems, go ahead. If you're watching this before the test, then you can skip to those problems so you can have time to finish it on your test. Because I'm not giving you extra time, and for whatever reason you didn't watch the video, then I'm already 2 minutes in and I've done nothing. Okay, so let's get to this. I'm going to use lava. We're using lava here. So number 7 was commonly missed. I don't remember the percent, but you saw the percent. So we end up with getting 7x. Distribute this here. Y'all, I had a whole fit on this problem because I made a mistake earlier and I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. It's late. And that's equal to 4x. Don't forget, put a 1 there and then distribute the 1. That's negative 3. And then distribute the negative 1 to the negative x. That's plus x, unlike 3x that I put earlier when I made that huge mistake and couldn't figure out, what am I doing wrong? I don't get an answer. All right, combine like terms. You would get a 1x minus 2 is equal to combine and combine. That's a 1x. Math competent people know there's 5x, negative 3, and negative 19 makes a negative 22. And now we can dance. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Negative 4x is equal to negative 20. Divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. X equals 5. Hopefully you can find your mistake because it was made by some of you. All right, moving on to number 10. Now this is missed by all classes. Whatever. Which is the smallest integer that makes the inequality true? So we have to solve it first, everybody. 2x, or you can plug it in and see which one gives you true. But it's the smallest one, but it's easy just to solve. Subtract 3, we get 2x is greater than 2. Divide by 2, and we get x is greater than 1. So the smallest integer greater than 1. Okay, well, negative 4 is not even greater than 1. 5 is greater than 1, but 2 is greater than 1. And 1 is not greater than 1, so the answer has to be 2. That's the smallest integer that makes this inequality true. You have to be greater than 1. 2 is greater than 1. All right, hopefully you don't miss that on the test coming up, maybe. All right, Sue and Janet have saved money to buy their mother a birthday present worth $30. Sue has saved twice as much money as Janet. Which equation best represents the situation if J is the amount of money Janet has saved? Well, if J is the amount of money Janet has saved, they already defined the variable for us. Sue saved twice as much as Janet. So how would you represent that? Well, you got Janet's money plus Sue's money, which is twice as much as Janet, and then he saved $30. Yeah, well, y'all, that's what it is. Janet plus 2 times Janet, which is Sue. That's Sue. That's Janet. Yeah, that's the answer. Keep it moving. All right, number 19. Your sister can get $30 per day for selling clothes at the market, but she has to pay $60 at first for renting a stand. You can get $20 per day for helping your neighbor rake lawns. After how many days will your sister earn as much as you? Well, that means setting them equal to each other. Well, your sister earns $30. Well, let's define how much after how many days. D's for days, because that's what they're asking. All right, so your sister gets $30 a day, but she has to pay 60. Well, that's subtracting off 60. She's not getting 60, she's paying 60. But you can pay $20 per day for helping your neighbor. $20 a day. That's it, everybody. So your sister, if you want to get technical, your sister equation is the days and the amount of money, or her pay. P for pay. So your sister's equation is P is equal to 30D minus 60. And then you, but she has to pay, you will be, your pay is just $20 a day. When will they be equal? Well, we set them equal to each other and we solve. You're lonely. You need a 0. And I'm going to run out of some room. So we subtract 20D from both sides. Subtract 20D. Add 60 to both sides. Add 60 to both sides. Crisscross. And we get 10D is equal to 60. Divide by 10. Divide by 10. D is equal to 6. Look at the smoothness of this handwriting. All right, so that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, y'all be equal after 6 days. All right, 21. Only 2 more problems left, y'all. And this is less than 10 minutes long. Look how much this can help your life if you just watch it. I try to set y'all up for success. You know how much, I'm glad my feelings are not, weak. Because, working this hard and folks don't even try to put in the same effort, it would hurt your feelings. But, you got people that like Raven who got a straight up 22 out of 22 on her class. You got people like that just reminds you that not everybody's gonna be there. I'm sorry to point you out, Raven, but I appreciate you. So we take this -2 over 3, y'all. This is we just multiplying the numbers. Like this is a big thing. Goodness gracious, it probably ain't even that hard. And then times 4.5, -2/3 times 4.5, and it comes out to be an actual integer. So it's a -3q. And then we take this negative times a negative. So we do -2 over 3. You hear me punching into my calculator, times -1.5. Oh my God, y'all, it's an integer. Like, it's not even that hard. Goodness gracious. So you get 5 minus 3q, 3q. And then you can combine this and combine that, and you get 5 minus 3q. Well, when they look in the mirror, they see the same thing. So if you look in the mirror and see the same thing, it's got to be identity. And even if you don't see that, you cross those out, they're the same. You get 5 is equal to 5. And if you want to subtract 5, that's identity, all real numbers right there. If you want to subtract 5 from both sides, even make it look like this, I mean, you can't help but look the same. Now, there's got a little loop right there. I put a little loop right there to make it look the same. I don't know what you want to do, but it has to be this. I'm just saying. You work hard, Mr. O'Neil. I know I'm at 10:40. It's 10:40 at night. I'm up here making stuff for kids that sometimes don't even care. All right. So this problem right here, you see these two right here? Combine them. So there's nothing I can do on the left. So I got 1/5 G plus 2/5 is equal to, y'all, 1 and 1/5. This is 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Just turn it into 6/5 G minus, combine this. This is 4, 4, and 2/5, which gives you 4 times 5 is 20. And then 20 plus 2 is 22/5. So you have 2 times 22/5. Okay, you can leave these all, if we simplify this, I got 1/5 G plus 2/5 is equal to 6/5 G. And if you put this in your calculator, do 2 times 22/5, it's just going to still give you 44/5. That's all it's going to give you. And then we just slide to the left and slide to the right. Y'all, that don't make this problem out to be something that it's not. Even if you're making them to decimals, it doesn't matter. You still slide to the left. It's still slide to the left, slide to the right. That handwriting is beautiful. I tell you, boy. Crisscross. Crisscross. And then 1/5 minus, I'm not even going to put that into my calculator. It's the same. 1 minus 5, 1 minus 6 is -5. -5 over 5 is a -1. So you get a -1g. And then you have -4, -44. Divide minus 2/5 is going to get you a -46/5. Divide by negative. A negative divided by negative is a positive. And it tells you to write your answer as a decimal, which gives you 9.2. That's what that is. So in less than 11 minutes, you could have went over your test, go over the problems that were commonly missed, and been done. Tests should be nothing but mastery, because, the master teacher, has set you up for success. So as always, it's been a pleasure, y'all. It's been great. This is Mr. O'Neill signing off at 10:42. Have a great life, and hopefully I'll take your picture for this test.